Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela Pink and I am back with yet another word. How are we? Hello. Hi everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support and all of those lovely things. Today, we are going to talk about, can you be a moderator? Who is this? I don't even know who that is. We are going to talk about why I will never, ever marry another blue collar worker. Because as you guys know, I was previously married and we are free. We are free from those constraints. And so we are no longer in that situation on this channel. So I am here to explain why I will never marry another blue collar worker. And so we're going to go over some definitions. We're going to go over some disclaimers because this topic has really been a buzz. My previous topic has really been a buzz. So our channel is a little hot right now. People are a little misty-eyed about the Michaela Pink channel. And so we're going to start with some definitions and disclaimers. First of all, we're going to start with the hymn. No. Sorry. Yes, because there are a lot of ladies who are newer to the church. They don't really understand, even though this isn't church service. This is more like Wednesday Bible class or something. But this is going to be more of an opinion of mine. This is not something that I'm necessarily going to suggest or force upon you. These are my views and my personal opinion. So the hymn that we're going to choose is, what is it? It's called Blessed Assurance. And the chorus is, "This is my story. This is my song." Y'all know that song? Remember that? Remember that? If you were raised in the church, you know this song. So keep in mind, this is my story. This is me. This is not any of you. So that's our first disclaimer. The second disclaimer is that everything is not for everybody. I understand some of my views may be opposing to some things that you guys have heard before. I understand that you may not have been raised this way. I understand you may think I'm crazy. You may think that I am, there's something wrong with me. I understand all of that. I definitely understand all of that. If you like, I understand that some of you like a big, strong, strapping man with muscles and he works with his back and things like that. I understand that. They just will never have me again. I don't have to like what you like, and you don't have to like what I like. That's the beauty of this channel, of this world, of all of this. You do not have to agree with me, and that's what makes this so amazing. So I don't know your grandfather who worked in the shipyard. I don't know your mom who works at the plant right now. I don't know you if you have to go to the plant tonight and work. I don't know any of your situations, and I'm not speaking against any of those. I am just sharing my thoughts and my opinions on my own experiences. Yay for experience. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's get into this tea. Oh, honey love, thank you. Yay, thank you, honey love. She says, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. She says, love you. Yay, and she gave me 11. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you. Thank you for that. with our first offering of the day. So let's get into these definitions. So a blue collar worker is a man or woman who works a blue collar job. The blue collar jobs are the kind of jobs that need a worker to perform them in a physical sort of way at a workplace. And then the opposition of that would be a white collar job, in which a person has to perform things that are more administrative or more professional as far as their professions are concerned. Blue collar workers normally wear blue attire like we're wearing today, and so that the dirt and the dust does not show up. So the term blue collar worker came from, and it was first used in reference to trade jobs back in 1924. And it was used in Alden, Iowa. Raise your hand if you're from Iowa. In a newspaper. And the phrase stems from the image of a manual worker wearing a blue denim shirt that had his name on the uniform. So that's kind of where that came from. So those are just our definitions for some people who don't know what blue collar worker means. Now, the Michaela Pink definition. I would say that a blue collar worker, well, when I say blue collar, I'm using that term as an umbrella in terms of everybody who is a non-entrepreneur. That's how I'm using it. If you may have, there are lots of blue collar workers who are entrepreneurs. I get that. What I'm speaking about is the mentality of the man, okay? So let's keep that first and foremost in our minds. When I'm speaking of blue collar, I'm speaking in terms of men and women who are of the blue collar mindset. Okay, so blue collar could be call center, because we don't do things that are manual labor that much now. We don't have people working on chain gangs, and we don't have people who are working on the railroad and in the coal mines and stuff. I guess we do. Let me take that back. We do in some of our cities in the United States. We do have people who still do jobs like that, but these are very few and far between. So now the definition is a little different. A blue collar worker on the Michaela Pink channel, take a look at that name down there below, on the Michaela Pink channel is a man or a woman who works as a worker. That was just my general blanket, whatever. And there is a reason why I say I will never, ever marry a man who is of this persuasion. And first of all, when you have a man who is a blue collar worker, these men work very, very hard for their jobs. They are subject to the boss, the man. They have to get permission to take breaks. They can't go to parent-teacher conferences and stuff. They can't be available for things that involve life and living because they are so busy working. They work very hard for their money. And back in 1924, let Pastor adjust. Back in 1924, this was something that was praised, and everybody was in awe of the men who were working so hard to get their money. And when you're with a blue collar worker, you have to drink out of stuff like this. Vibing. Anybody ready for this vibe I got going on? Blue collar workers are their mentality is very poor. And when I say poor, I mean poor as in not going to ever be wealthy. People with a blue collar mentality will not ever be wealthy. They don't understand prosperity. They don't understand abundance. They don't understand, going to Chuck E. Cheese and spending $500. You spent $500 at Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah. I spent $500 at Chuck E. Cheese. Sure did. They don't understand that there is more than enough of everything for everyone. That's why I opened with the disclaimer that everything is not for everybody. I date and will marry only men who are wealthy. Period. When I say wealthy, I'm speaking about liquid assets. If this person, this man, does not have assets that are attainable to him, and he can reach them and touch them that are in the very high end of the spectrum, I am not going to entertain him. I'm not. I feel, because, and here's the reason why. As you all know, I was married for a time, and I have three children. Somebody say 3. One time for the brow, Pastor. Come on with the brow. Anyway, I have three children. That means that I have 3 different buckets. Since we like to talk about buckets, I have 3 different individual entities, people, individuals, persons, children to see after and make sure that they are okay. If I don't do that, then my legacy will not continue. Okay? Hear my legacy knocking? Yes, baby. Yes, you can have one. Go get it. Okay, you need mommy to open it? Okay. And duty calls. One moment. Are you having fun in there? Yeah. Okay, give me a kiss. Love you. Open it. There you go. You're welcome. Oh, that was perfect. Right on cue. Right on cue. So I have 3 children to take care of. The fact that I have 3 children means that I need a whole lot of money. I need a lot of money. I need money all the time. I need money for any and everything. I need money for football helmets and uniforms and space at the practice thing we're going to go to because it's too cold to practice outside. And I need money for, prom and this, and I need money for everything. I need money for everything. Everything. Since I need money for everything, I need somebody who has money for everything. Duh. I need money for everything. If you are a woman and you have a child, a blue-collar worker should not be your goal. Yes, and I need money for myself. Exactly. So I'm coming with 4 different people for this man to take care of. Why would I go to a man that works at Verizon and expect him to take care of me and my 3 children? Why would I do that? And then be upset with him for not being able to do it? Why would I go to a man who works at Auto Center or AutoZone or whatever? Why would I do that? Why would I go to a man who works at the plant struggling to survive and expect him to take on me and my 3 children? That doesn't make good sense. That makes no sense at all. But you ladies will be like, well, at least he got a job though. At least he got a job, expecting to get blood from a turnip. Somebody say blood. You will expect to get blood from a turnip and be mad that the man can't produce blood. Come on. It's unrealistic, people. It's unrealistic. You cannot expect a man who doesn't have it to give it to you. That is why, ladies, and maybe some gentlemen, I will never marry a man who is a blue-collar worker. He cannot afford me. Even if I was basic Becky, which I am not, clearly. But if I was basic Becky, say I didn't even do my makeup, I was ugly, I was fat, and all this other stuff, I still would not entertain and marry myself to a man who is a blue-collar worker, because I still have 3 children. If you are a woman and you have a child, a blue-collar worker should never, hear me, we're writing, you guys are typing, but we should be writing. If you have a child, you should never, ever seek out a man who is a blue-collar worker, because you're going to stress yourself out and you're going to stress him out. You're going to stress him out too. So that's why. Another reason why is because I'm not a ride or die chick. Somebody, I am not a ride or die chick. That is not me, baby. It is not. I'm not going to wait until he gets himself together. I'm not going to wait until his come up. I'm not going to wait until that mixtape takes off. I'm not going to wait until he gets enough followers on Instagram to be able to monetize himself. I'm not going to wait until he gets the next raise and he can get more money in his 401k. I cannot wait until he gets his Christmas bonus. I can't. My children need stuff right now. I'm not riding anywhere with you, sir. I'm not. I'm going to ride with you to the bank. This is my story. This is somebody say my. This is my story. This is my song, praising Wells Fargo. Praise Wells Fargo. Hello. This is my story. I am not riding anywhere with you, sir. I can't. I cannot. I'm not going to be by your side through the thick and the thin. I'm not. There's only thick over here. Y'all want it thick. Pass a little thick. See that thick? See that? Thick. Thick. That's all. There is no thin over here. There's nothing thin about the Michaela Pink panel. We're not thin over here. We're thick. We're thick. There's no thin over here. I'm real thick. Thick like peanut butter. Peanut butter. Somebody say peanut butter. There's nothing I can do. There's no thick and thin over here. Sorry. Only thick. And here's a point for all of you guys. Here's the point that I want all of you to understand. Bring the word, Spirit. Just because he's doing the best he can doesn't mean that has to be good enough for you. Are we writing? Let's write it. Just because he's doing the best he can does not mean that has to be good enough for you. Whoa, let me tell you how this word jumped into my spirit one time about, I'm gonna say it was about 4:44 in the morning one morning. Are we vibing, church? About 4:44 one morning, this word came and slapped me in my chest, girl, and I woke up. I said, So you're doing the best you can. You're doing everything that you can to provide for me and these children. You are going to work. You working 12 and 14 and 16 hours a day. You slaving. You sweating. You getting hot. You putting up with the man taking you through all these changes, and you got to cuss people out and fight them off and do all that. You got to do all of that. You're doing all that for me. But it still ain't good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. If you are a man, here's for my gentlemen viewers. If you are a man, you need to be doing any and everything you possibly can to ensure that your family is okay. Nobody told you to go down to the plant and get a job. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody told you to choose the profession that you did. You could easily be a real estate mogul. You could be a rapper. You could be a football player. You could be a executive at Wells Fargo. You can be anything you want to be. You can be anything you want to be. Sorry if your mom never told you, but you can, sir. You can be any and everything you want to be. You are choosing to work hard for that money. You are choosing to settle for mediocrity. You are choosing not to have better for yourself. You are choosing a profession where these people have to tell you when to go, how to go, where to go, how many times you're going to do it. You chose that. Then you want to add children to the pot. So then after you go do all this sweating and fussing and fighting and toiling at this job you go to, you want me to sit up and lay up on the trampoline with you? Are we writing? Are we writing? You want me to sit up on the trampoline with you and add plus more children to the pot? No, we're not going to be able to do that. We're not doing that. Why am I going to sit up here and add more children to the pot when you're struggling to take care of the ones we already have? Ooh, somebody. It don't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. If you are working and you can barely take care of yourself, let me be over here somewhere else. I can do bad by myself. I can struggle by myself. I can be barely making it and doing it by myself, sir. We've already established that women can do everything that men can do. I can do it. But if I am going to be married, a marriage is a come up. I'm sorry. If you're a woman, you should be married and your life should increase. You should be doing much better now that you have a husband. Some of y'all marrying husbands and got the budget. Ooh, this is this is my story. Some of you are married and you have to budget. Why are you on a budget when you got a whole man up in your house? You got a whole man up in your house and you got a budget. You can't go to the store when you want to. You can't go to Children's Place and get them coats on sale for your baby. You can't go to Children's Place even though they got the coats on sale for your baby. You can't go because it ain't in the budget. You want me to go where? You want me to go to the Goodwill and get my baby a coat? Shit. I didn't go to the Goodwill and get them. I didn't go to the Goodwill and get my children. What you mean? No, my children don't deserve anything secondhand. They're going to have everything brand new because it was brand new when they got here. They was brand new butt naked when I got them. And guess what? Everything they have is going to be brand new because they're my children and that's what they deserve. Y'all better get into this because y'all are accepting, oh, that's the best he can do. That's the best he can do. Oh, he is trying. At least he is. I don't give a damn about at least he nothing. There is no at least. At least is zero. At least is zero. And I can't, if I'm giving you 100% of myself, if I have given you 100% of this luscious, juicy thickness that I got going on, I need 100% of your money. I need 100% of everything you have to offer. I need 100% on every level. 100%. I'm giving you, when we get on that trampoline, it's 100% going on, ain't it? You can't take half of that. When you can take half of this then I'll give you half. Y'all better get into it. I am not okay with soothing an ego just because you haven't made the right life choices. $60,000 isn't enough anywhere. Maybe if you're in the country somewhere, but no, $60,000 is not a whole lot. It's not. You do not have to be comfortable soothing his ego because he didn't make proper life choices. You can take your money that you're making at, Wells Fargo. You can take your money that you're making at Wells Fargo and still make money with your money, sir. A man needs to understand money. They need to understand how it works and what to do with it and how to invest it and where to move it and who to talk to and what class should I take and where do I need to go. We got women out here making what? We have women out here making millions, and you want to be satisfied with a man that said this is all I can do? No, absolutely not. TJ, hello TJ. Thank you for your donation. TJ says, would you date a blue collar man that makes 100? Participation juice for the newbies. Hi TJ. Would you date a man who makes $100,000 or $200,000? What's your advice for high paying? TJ said high paying blue collar careers. Thank you, Nubian mother. $100,000 is not a lot of money at all, baby. I'm sorry. Oh my God, just give me 22. Yay! Thank you guys. Thank you so much. No, TJ, I would not. $200,000 is not a lot of anything. You need to be in the high six figures, way high. Miss Nubian Mother says, I love the message today, Pastor. Losing weight, leveling up, and not caring what people think. Come on, Nubian Mother. That's what happens. That's what happens when you no longer care. All righty. So then Miss Ma'at says, so right, preach. So many women need to hear this. I am holding out for a wealthy man to marry and have met many on the journey to hyper, I can't never say that word, hypergamous bliss. Okay, so here's the thing with that. I get what you're saying, Miss Ma'at, but here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Here's a disclaimer. There are many women who will never even date a wealthy man. Not saying this is you, but I'm piggybacking off of your point. Miss Ma'at says she's waiting for a wealthy man, and as we all should. But be aware that a wealthy man is going to choose a very, what's the word that a wealthy man is going to go for the top of the heap. He's going to go, hypergamous. Thank you, hypergamous. Sorry. He's going to want to go for the top of the heap. He's going to want the most beautiful woman, the most slender woman, women who give him higher status. These are women who will attract a wealthy man, who will marry, especially who will marry a wealthy man. Everybody isn't going to go there. Everybody can't make it over. So since that's the case, you need to be realistic with yourself and be aware. Look at Willie, y'all. Willie mad. Willie said, oh my God, you're a pastor? Money is the root of all evil, and you determine how you feel about someone from it. So glad I'm not a part of this Christian bullshit anymore. Destroying, what do you say, girl? No, don't delete him. No, don't delete him. Oh, don't delete him. Anyway, he said, destroying minds. I am dangerous. That I am, sir. First of all, we are Christian gold diggers, sir. Get it together. We are Christian gold diggers on my channel. Hello. If you're going to call me something, call me a Christian gold digger. Hello. But let's not even get into religion because that's a whole nother. I know you guys get your panties in a wad. So anyway, back to what I was saying. You don't have to settle for his, oh, that's the best he can do. That was basically my point. You don't. You do not have to settle for that's the best that he can do and be expected that that should be okay with you. You shouldn't. You're stuck in Europe, small country, wealthy men, but all married, going out with the whole family, including the wife, what to do. I mean, if everybody's married, that's all you have to choose from. Either you change your situation or you change your morals. I mean, we'll just sit that a little while. Anyway, so here's the next point. All men don't deserve your love. All men do not deserve your love. They don't. All men do not deserve your love. Just because he is a good man, though, but he's a good man, though. All men do not deserve your love. Y'all getting caught up on the wrong thing. Who cares if I'm a Christian or not? This is a message that they ain't gonna tell you in church. How about that? They ain't gonna tell you this in a Christian church. You will never hear something like this coming up out of a Christian church. You know what they tell you in Christ? They tell you to love one another. They tell you to, God, Jesus wants us to come as we are. Fuck that. Because I can't come as I am to him. If I go outside looking like I look before I did all of this to myself, if I go outside, no makeup, hair on top of my head, baby on my hip, another one holding my hand, and a big old strong, tall kid walking behind me, do you think these men is going to be in line to date me? Hell no, they're not. That's what they're going to tell you in the Christian church. Y'all want to worry about, ooh, is she not a Christian? No, but guess what? Guess what? If I'm a Christian, whatever I am, this right here will take you much further in your dating life than something you'll ever hear in a Christian church, because they want you to, well, you know, he is providing. They want you to sacrifice what you want inside because he can't provide it for you. They want you to say, well, maybe you shouldn't take your 111. Everybody make a wish. It's 111. Make your wishes. Everybody make a wish. They want you to sacrifice, you know, oh, well, that's the best he can do, and you need to live within your means, and you need to, man, look, I am living within my means. I'm living within his means, their means. Yes, are we writing? Are we writing? Are we writing? I'm going to live within his means, believe that. But y'all, anyway, that one touched me a little bit. That one touched me a little bit. Anyway, all men don't deserve your love. Just because he's doing the best for you doesn't mean he deserves the best of you. You know, he doesn't. You have your own mind. You have your own mind, and you can want what you want. You don't have to want what someone else says you should want. Sorry. Yeah. You know, and then the last word. If he's mediocre in finance, he needs to be in romance. If he's mediocre in finance, he needs to be mediocre in romance. If he is not providing any and everything for you, shut it down. Y'all laying up with these men that got you laying on an air mattress. You laying up with a man that can't even provide you with cable. Y'all ain't even got cable. You can't even watch a little movie if you want to. You can't even flip through a channel after you get through, you know, on the trampoline. You can't just turn and let me see what's on Stars. You can't even watch Power. You got to download secret apps and go through little websites and do little stuff. You got to go all the way around the world to go to watch Power because y'all ain't even got cable. Your baby can't sign up for football because we ain't got the money. Your baby can't get the Christmas Jordans because I ain't paying no $300 for no shoes. Your baby on y'all. You got the limit. Okay, two gifts per kid because we ain't man. But you still giving him some PP. You can't go to McDonald's on a Tuesday and eat dinner and let your kids play in the little play area just because they want to, because that ain't in the budget. But you still having sex with him though. I only got 119 likes. Y'all tripping. Anyway, you are allowing this man to do this to you, but then you're mad and you'll say, oh, they all deadbeats. They deadbeats. I don't want to be with no man because they so stupid. They so this. No, you're stupid. Somebody say stupid. Stupid. No, you stupid. You stupid for still letting this man have sex with you and he can't even provide for you. This man won't buy you a pack of panties, but you letting him pull the ones that you went to Victoria's Secret and bought for $20. You letting him pull your little $20 panties down and he can't even buy you a pack of panties at Walmart. Now, what kind of sense do that make? I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I refuse to ever in life, ever entertain a man who is going to be less than. If I'm 100% of myself, if I got to go to work and I got to do all that I can to provide for myself, and I have to do, if I can do all of these things by myself, I don't need you, sir. I can go get a booty call myself. I don't need to be living with you and take your last name. You know what? There's another thing. That's another thing. I had a real good maiden name. My daddy gave me a real good name. And I'll be darned. My parents took very good care of me. I'll be darned if I take my name and lose that good name that my father worked very hard for and take on your name. What's the point, Miss Micah? What's the point is y'all are stupid for having sex with a man that can't even give you a good name. He can't give you anything, and you sitting up here still having sex with him. That's the point. That's the point. What you mean, what's the point? If you don't understand the point, then it's not for you to understand. Hello? That's dumb. The point is y'all being dumb for no reason. I'm being ridiculed. Y'all trying to scrape me through the coals because I put myself on this pedestal. Not only do I put myself on the pedestal, there are a category of men who do the same. I put myself here, and I do not ever expect to be treated less than that. Period. Especially by someone who is going to want some pee-pee from me. Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If that's the best you can do, I appreciate your efforts, sir. If the best you can do is $20 an hour, bless your name. Bless you in the name of Jesus and Buddha and Allah and Oshun and Zimbabwe and all of them entities and people. Santa Muerte. Bless you in the name of all of the names of the goddesses and gods. Bless you, sir. Bless you. But that's not good enough for me. If you are satisfied with your $20 an hour, please. Oh, she was agreeing. Mika. Oh, Mika. Mika Lee. Girl, put your Cash App in here for me trying to clown you. Sorry, Mika. Mika was agreeing with me. Y'all know Pastor gets emotional. Forgive me. And these comments be coming so fast and they're delayed, so I can't see who said what. Sorry, Mika. Just drop your little Cash App, boo. I'm going to send you something later on this evening. Sorry. I wasn't trying to clown you, boo. Thank you for supporting me. But back to what I was saying. Just because he is making $20 an hour doesn't mean that you have to accept that. I'm sorry. You don't. You don't. You don't have to accept mediocrity. And I'm saying that I won't. I will not. And if I'm not a mediocre woman, I'm not going to be with a mediocre man. And that's the word. Questions? Questions? Y'all, my little topics have been, I've been shaking the internet up. You hear me? Shaking them up. There are people who are like, oh my gosh, she's so selfish. That's the next video. Why it is important to be selfish. I'm about to put that up here once the editing, or over here when the editing is done. Why it is important to be selfish. That's the next video. Stay tuned. Come back for that one. Come back for that one. The doors of the church are open. Miss Ina. Yeah. So there you go. That's the word, y'all. I'm just speaking the truth. I don't have to accept just because that's the best he can do. If you married to a man and he happy with his little $20, $25 an hour and it's not cutting it, stop having sex with him. Stop getting baby after baby after baby after baby after baby after baby. Just because this man got $25 an hour. $25 an hour, okay, you got one child, y'all might be all right. You can't, somebody says, what is the first time he approaches you? Any tips to hook him? No. Nobody is going to be hooked after the first time they approach you, unless you're looking like Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, and Halle Berry. No, I don't have tips for that. Sorry. I'm not real good with that. But yeah, I can't do it. What are you doing to support your family? Post to make Dusty. I have a lot of sugar daddies. Do they support my family? No. I'm also an entrepreneur. Well, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Let me not lie. Yes, they do. So I have sugar daddies who basically support me. And I have a business where I am an entrepreneur. So I can do it if they don't do it. What if he owns the company? Oh, Miss Truth fan. Yeah, she was a little hurt by the topic. Even if he owns the company, if he does not have an entrepreneur mind, and if he does not have liquid assets that are in the high six figures, I wouldn't care. He's not going to date me, and he's definitely not going to marry me. Just saying. Again, this is my story. You have sugar daddies. Are you not married? Oh my God, I'm not going to answer these questions. What car should a level up woman drive? You should drive the most busted, beat up car that you can so that your sugar daddy can buy you a new one. Jamie says, what car should you drive? Yeah, just drive a busted car so that they can buy you a new one. What do you mean? If I'm not a mediocre woman, somebody's a little delayed with the comments. Okay. So that's the video. I said what I said and I meant what I said. I'm not doing it. I'm saying what I'm not going to do. And my suggestion, any of you ladies do this? No. I suggest that you get in line for all the mediocre, broke men that you can, if that's what you want to do. If you want to date mediocrity, if you want to live a life that is mediocre, if you want to be satisfied, if you want to live and be all right with the way that you're living, continue to do exactly what makes you happy. If you want to accept the men for the way they are, do it. If you want to, be okay with that's the best he can do, go right ahead. Go right ahead. That is not me though, and it will never be me ever again. And then let's talk about that. My ex-husband was not dusty. He just had a very blue collar mentality. Oh, I gotta go to work. Like, he believed that you had to work hard to get money. He actually told me, I don't like making easy money. There are a lot of people like this. They don't like to make easy money. They don't want to be behind the desk. They don't want to be the one pushing and pushing the strings and pulling the strings. I need a string puller. That's all I'm saying. You've been on 4 dates with a wealthy man and now he's pressuring you to have sex. Don't do it. If you want him to give you money, don't have sex with him. I'm late, so forgive me if you answered this already. What is the difference in mentality between blue collar and a white collar guy? By the way, you prefer white collar guys. Okay, Miss Truth fan. She says, what is the difference in their mentality? Very good question, because I did not answer that. The difference is a blue collar man knows that there is more than one way to get to the money. There is more than one way to get to money. They understand that you don't have to work hard to get to the money. They don't need you riding and dying for him. They don't need a ride or die chick. They ride or die for themselves. If they want to build a business, they will seek another man to do that. If they want, to bounce ideas as far as getting additional money from whatever source, they're going to seek a man for that. A white collar man will do this. A blue collar man wants you to ride or die for him, will accept the best that he can do. They want you to always be, somebody says, do you contact me through FB for a consultation? Well, consultations are very few and far between nowadays because I have become very busy, super busy. So consultations are, I'll do them, but my schedule is very packed. You can get on the schedule by DMing me if you want. Yes, I meant white collar workers. White collar men understand that it's okay to have a lot of money. It's okay to have a lot of money and not hoard it. You don't have to hoard money in order to keep it. They understand how to go get more money and add to it. They understand how to use the resources that are given to them. A blue collar worker wants to work hard. They want to save every penny. They don't want you to spend too much money. They don't want you to feel like you can, get comfortable. Tyra McNeil, I make easy money now by being a phone sex operator. And she gave me $2 to let us know that. Tyra would like for you all to know that she's a phone sex operator. Y'all go talk to her. Go call Tyra and have some phone sex. Good job, Tyra. I'm not mad at you, girl. Get your money, girl. But you understand what I mean? So blue collar workers are the mentality is that of a poor man. They are poor. They most likely will never be wealthy. And I enjoy abundance and I live in abundance and I will not ever go backwards, ever. So what should the women do that will never get the opportunity to attract a white collar man? Come on, Miss Smart Cookie. Good question. If you are in a position in life where you will never attract a wealthy man, if there are things that you are not willing to do to attract a wealthy man, this is what you should do. Do not accept the bare minimum from anybody. Just because you can't get a man who's a millionaire doesn't mean you can't get a man who's a thousandaire. Just because you can't attract a man who is not a millionaire doesn't mean you can't get a thousandaire. There are a bunch of thousandaires who would be more than happy to take care of you. I would rather, hear me, I got good sense now. I would rather a thousandaire who gave me all of his money than a millionaire who gave me nothing. It's not the dollar amount that is attractive for me. It's his willingness to give it to me. Because you could be dating a millionaire and he not give you anything, and he be giving you $25 a week to live off of. So it's not that I'm attracted to only millionaires. What I'm talking about is the mentality of the man. The mentality. I want a man who is generous, who gives a lot to you. That's who I want. That's why I married the husband that I did, because he was very generous. He worked extremely hard to provide for his family. Is that honorable in my book? Heck no. Because he could have, because he had a woman that was real smart behind the scenes working with him, because I was a Barbara the Builder. Yes, I was. He had a woman who gave him ideas on how to get more money. He had a woman who was willing to work with him. Did he want to do it? No, because of his stinking thinking. He wanted to get the money hard. So since he wanted to get the money hard, we let him do that. Yes, baby. My baby said, come here. You do. My baby wants me to get off the video. Oh, my baby wants some cereal. Okay. Mommy will be in there in just a minute. There you go. So, duty calls. So, baby, mommy's almost done, okay? One moment. Looks like we're going to have to. You want to do what? I'm going to make you some cereal. And can you give mommy 5 minutes, okay? I'm going to tell my friend 5, and then we're going to come back, okay? Okay. All right, I'll be right out. So you have to be very quiet, okay? Okay, so the baby would like some cereal. So that is the end of my video because duty calls. If you want information about the boot camp that is starting or that will be held on 11/11, the information is down in the description bar. The cost is $111.11, and that price will go away on the 7th of November. Early bird pricing will go away on the 7th of November. Also, on November the 22nd, on 11/22, we will be having our course in the art of seduction at the PinkPrint Academy. If you want more information about the PinkPrint Academy and how to enter, go to www.pinkprintacademy.com. This is a paid group. Do not add yourself to my group or suggest to be in the group if you have not paid. This is a paid group because, of course, I'm about my coin. You can take the course even if you are not in the PinkPrint Academy. The links to all of that information is in the description bar. I thank you guys so much for growing our channel. Don't forget to like this video. We have 474 people on this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video with everybody. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at I am Michaela Pink. My name is Michaela Pink, and that's what I think. Bye.